Look at this geranium. That is so beautiful. See, look at this. $75 for this. Right? But look how cool it is. It is gorgeous. And what is this cool plant?
This is a horse chestnut.
Wow. Hi, it's Steph, and today I'm in Little Compton, Rhode Island at the 5th annual Secondant Plant Sale. This is the 3rd time that I've attended, and it's a really fun fair, and it's very well attended. Things run out quick. So I'm here right at the beginning of the sale, and we're gonna take a walk around and see what we can find. This is Ectia. I actually bought some of this last year. This one's called Black Negligee. And it's a great plant for like a moist and shady garden. This is a hydrangea, Mountain Mania. But what's cool about it is look at this foliage. This looks like it's spring foliage, right? But it has like these fall colors. Really cool.
I wonder if that will change.
I'm not sure.
Is this just the spring color?
Oh, yeah. I'm guessing that it might be. It's a Serrata type. And let's see. Compact plant. Orange new foliage. Fading to yellow. So it looks like the foliage might be yellow. Lace cap with blue fertile flowers and white sterile florets. Best in part sun, part shade. Zones 5-6 as the lowest zone.
What is that?
I don't know. I want to look it up, but I need to use your phone. I feel like it's a May apple of some kind, but it is, right? Do you know the blooms are usually underneath on the May apples, and the foliage is so cool. Look at this. See? Look at this. $75 for this. Right? But look how cool it is. The foliage is... no, this is an outside plant. Let's see what it says. Well, actually, it's not giving us much information on this tag. But yeah, it's a May apple variety. There's the name.
Wow.
Cool, right? Some of them are a little less. There's some that are priced at $50, but the variety looks a little different.
Yeah. So like this one, this looks the same, just smaller.
Yeah. Same price. Yeah, these, see what I meant? This is like unique plant sale.
Yep.
And look at this. These are the blooms. They're underneath the foliage. You can see them already starting to bud up. So it must be down here.
I know everybody has carts.
Yep. Yes, everybody does have carts. I would have had to bring my gorilla cart, but it's currently in the shed full of planting stuff. But these little foldable ones are really handy. See, like this man has here? We should probably look into getting one of those. This one is Broken Arrow Nursery. I know. They're out of Connecticut. We're just admiring it. We have a collection, so we love them. I was just seeing what nursery it was from, Broken Arrow. So I'm going to have to go check it out. Oh, we have one of these. They're really great. Yeah. Well, they call it Geisha's Gone Wild or Shiraz, but they're basically the same.
Would you grow this? I'll Google, obviously.
I have it growing.
Do you grow it in shade or sun?
It's actually in part sun. Part sun. And I think you get better color with part sun because you get that like kind of pink coloration with the variegation.
Yes.
And if you have it in more shade, you're going to get more of a muddy color, kind of green. Yeah. So enjoy it. Take care. Dancing Peacock. Oh,
Cherry red in the fall.
so pretty. As red as your hat. It's so beautiful.
It's the brightest you have in the fall.
Yes.
I love that.
It is gorgeous. And what is this cool plant?
This is a horse chestnut.
Wow.
Yeah, will get quite large.
Yeah.
Beautiful spring
Oh, I'm
flowers.
sure that the hummingbirds will love this. They like these tubular-shaped blooms, and the foliage is
I have
beautiful.
a line of like topped pine trees.
Yeah.
I think in front of it would be very nice.
And the red stems, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, you have a great collection there. Enjoy it. Take care.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Wow, so many cool things. Look at this cute guy. So cute.
Louis, you want to say hi?
It's beautiful. What's his name?
Louis.
Louis. Hi, Louis. You're a beauty, aren't you? I think you're cuter than a lot of these plants, aren't you? He's stealing the show. Well, that could be true. It is not, no. That's real pretty, though. Oh, right here, George, is the Broken Arrow Nursery booth. Look at this one. Do you think that's a summer gold? No, the foliage looks smaller.
I already have that small.
Which one is that one? Oh, it's a Golden Falls. Ours is still just emerging, so it's a little bit more. We do. It's currently like more orange.
You know why it's orange? That's been in the shade.
Yes.
Ours is in bright sun, and it's orange. It looks like a fireball right now.
Yeah, it's real beautiful.
What does it say? Known for its cascading golden yellow foliage.
Don't you have a picture in your phone?
Fall color.
Yeah, I do.
But is your
This is cool. I think this is like a red dawn tree. Where is the tag? Here it is. It is. It's a Miss Grace Metasequoia. It's a Weeping Dawn Redwood. And it's hardy to a zone 5, likes full sun, gets 10 feet tall and wide. This is a real cool one. This is actually a deciduous conifer, I think is what they call them. And it will lose its foliage in the wintertime. Yeah. But it has really pretty yellow fall color. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? This one's a weeping one. I'm kind of tempted by it. It's unique, you know? This one's $129. We didn't bring a wagon, George, so we can't load up too much. We do have one of these, the Semfall Spirea. Gorgeous spring color. It does shoot out runners, so something you have to stay on top of. But I've been able to share many babies with friends, and if you have an area that you don't mind if it runs wild, it's a really pretty tree. And then it turns green, so it looks like a big fern shrub, and gets these white plumes with little flowers that look like pearls. This one is $59, not bad. A Semfall Spirea. Look, they have another dawn redwood. This is a dwarf. They're calling it a bonsai. And you can see here that it was grafted, probably off of common rootstock, just like some of our Japanese maples.
Yep.
This is some ginkgos.
Oh, ginkgos.
Look how beautiful the leaves are, right? The fan-shaped leaves, very distinctive for ginkgos. And then they get such gorgeous yellow foliage in the fall. Look at all these full carts behind me. It is 9:08. This place opened at 9, this fair, and a lot of the tables are already getting wiped out. People love this event. Peonies.
Yes, look, there's a whole bunch.
Oh, wow. First arrival, it's an Ito. So an Ito is a cross between an herbaceous peony and a tree peony, which means they're nice and sturdy, so the stems don't need staking to hold up those large, beautiful blooms. The herbaceous ones do need some staking. This is actually a peony ring that they have for sale, $85. You can see someone welded this.
Yep.
High craftsmanship on this. But this would not go anywhere. You would have this for years. This is like an heirloom piece that you can pass down. Some pretty ones, though.
They all look so healthy.
So good. What's interesting too is that the Itos have this red foliage when they first emerge, and then they go more green. At least most of the varieties do. This is an herbaceous one. I have this one, Coral Sunset. Gorgeous. It goes through so many color changes, like coral, pink, and then cream. These are tree peonies right here. Look at all the buds. Looks nice and upright and healthy. This is going to be the one that's the sturdiest because it's tree form.
I didn't even know these existed.
Yeah, they're real cool. One day I'll add one to the garden. What kind is this? Does it say? No, I don't see it. It's cool though.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty.
Are these all bird baths?
It kind of looks like it, right? Fill them with water for the pollinators and the birds. Slabs of stone. That kind of looks like a trough water feature back there.
Yep.
Yeah, real cool. This is a bench or a table. It says bench table. Looks like a piece of, what'd you say, like a granite or like a limestone?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah, it's real pretty.
Could be bluestone.
It could be. Look at this one. That's cool. If you tuck this in the middle of like a bed, like a shady bed, because if you have it in too much sun, it's gonna get a lot of algae. And you just have like beautiful foliage, plants growing around it with different patterns and colors. That would look so cool. Under like a tree. Oh, I can just visualize it now. That's pretty. Imagine how much this weighs. I don't know what this is. Is this another type of apple maybe? Here's the name. Puce Masterwort. Daphnis. It's a part shade for rich, moist soil. Part shade perennial. Huh. It's cool. I like the coloration in the foliage. Of this kind. This one's cool. Fireworks. This is real pretty.
Yeah.
I have a variegated Solomon seal that I actually bought here the year before last, and I have a good sized clump now. But look how beautiful the foliage on this one is. So the one that I have is green in the center with white outer margins, but this one has that striping effect, and it's called Fireworks. It likes full shade and average soil. It gets to be 24 inches in height, and then it spreads over time because it's
Full shade.
Yeah, full shade.
Full shade.
And the only downside I find with this, it's such a beautiful plant, but the deer like it.
Oh.
So I have to keep it close to the house,
Yeah.
which limits my ability to plant it in places, right? Look at this foliage.
That's cool, huh?
Yeah. It's an umbrella plant.
Oh,
Yeah, this one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called a shredded umbrella plant, but this is a selected variety that gets these. The leaf comes out green in the spring, and then it goes yellow with the green veins.
It's really cool.
Easy to grow in shade.
This is a beautiful one. I love Solomon seal, but so do the deer in my yard.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. Let me see. Is this painted fern? We have some of these in our garden. You know, if they had a Godzilla, I'd pick up another one because I love that one. I can ask them.
Some here. They just have really cool color.
Really cool. These are beautiful ferns. They also like full shade, or as close to full shade as you can give them. Otherwise, they get a little crispy.
Yep.
Look, there is pictures. They were on the other side. We were on the back side. Some pretty ones, right? I love these. This is Pine Knot Farms. So you can look them up online if anyone's interested.
Different Virginians?
I believe that's what he said. And the person in the next booth over was from Pennsylvania. So people from all around. We're in Rhode Island. Yeah. And look at this. This is even another type of, it does look like, yeah, Solomon seal. Doesn't it look like velvet? Mm-hmm. So soft. It's real pretty. So this is definitely a fair for like plant collectors. If you've gotten tired of all of the traditional things, common things, and now you've leveled up to the more rare and unique items, this is a really fun plant sale. Wow! Is that a petunia?
I bought these last year from him, and they lasted the entire summer. I put two of them in a big pot.
Yeah.
And they flourished and literally lasted the whole summer.
That is so
They're
wild.
amazing. I love the color.
Look at the color of that. So gorgeous. Look at all these potted dahlias. It's still a little chilly, so you're gonna have to protect these for a little while until it's time to plant them out, but so beautiful. And then they have the Thumbergia, the climbing black-eyed Susan vines. This pink one is really pretty. It's like a lavender, pink, purple color. Gorgeous, and these are really healthy and well started. I find that when I started them from seed, they took a while to get going. So it's almost worth it buying a plant that is this big already. Capia. This hummingbirds love this plant because it's like tubular, so they can get up in the petal in the bloom. Oh, beautiful.
But those hummingbirds were
All over it. I'm growing it this year because I love them, and the hummingbirds. It's so fun to watch them. It's a good one. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Take care. You too. It's fun to look in people's wagons and see like what kind of plants they choose, you know.
This looks like the yellow.
Oh, it looks similar to an umbrella pine. I don't want the tags on the other side. You got to be careful because sometimes when people see, yeah, it's an umbrella pine, see you looking at their plants, they think they might walk away, you know?
Yeah.
These are cool. Bonsai, George. Yeah. We have a pine that looks like that from Isley we planted by the walls last year, right?
Yep.
With the blue. Uh-huh. Yeah, in spring, pines get all these beautiful candles. And if you ever have a pine like a mugo, for example, which is pretty common, that you find is getting too big for the space that it's in, all you have to do is candle prune in the spring by cutting off this new growth, and it will size control the size of that pine. Thalictrum. I have some of this growing in the garden this year. It has really pretty foliage, and then it gets these tall stalks of like these airy flowers. Really cool. Oh wow, look at that. It's like a fuchsia. And I have some of this. That is cool, right? They look like earrings, I always find, hanging on the plant. And this is Geum or Avens, and I have the Mai Tai variety. So pretty. I actually have to divide mine. Really pretty spring flower.
It looks so cool with the green.
Yeah, it does. It's a cool wagon. Yeah, isn't it great?
Yeah, it's mine.
It enhances the look of the plant.
I just pulled it out of the girl. She said she had one, but it was rusty. I just pulled it out. I had to wash it off.
It's excellent.
I mean, my kids are in their mid to late 30s, and it was there.
Perfect,
so.
perfect.
And then I'm looking at all these new fancy those things, and I'm
The foldy ones are good because you can shove them in the back of your car, and if something like this turns up, you're ready to go.
yeah. So yeah, we're a little.
Oh, some more. Look at this. Some more potted dahlias, and some of that capilla that we just saw.
What is this?
That's another one of those dawn, the red dawns.
What is that?
Right here. It's a Metasequoia Soulfire, a
So
dawn
interesting.
redwood. They're really, really cool. We don't have one of these yet, George. We just got a ginkgo, and now we have to add one of these.
Does it stay yellow? Or is this just a spring growth?
I want to say, ooh, I feel like they are yellow for a portion of the season, and I don't remember if it's the spring or if it's the fall. Maybe both. Maybe it goes back to being yellow in the fall. But it's a real cool plant. It's a deciduous conifer, is what they call it. So it loses its leaves, kind of like our larch that we have. Yeah. But this one
caught my eye because of the color of it.
I feel like I heard someone call these dinosaur trees. But anyway, look, it gets 30 to 40 feet tall.
No, that's no good.
Huge. But that other one, that's not good.
No.
But the other one that we saw, that weeper, that's a good option because weeping trees generally stay more compact. I think the other one's probably gone already. Look at this geranium. That is so beautiful. It has this like light colored variegated foliage with these coral pink flowers. So pretty.
Those are perennials?
These are annuals, but a lot of people overwinter them. Pelargonium. This variety is called Frank Hadley. But a lot of people overwinter these. So you can grow them and then save them and grow them again next year.
Some topiary already there.
Yeah, there is. Those are really cool. Look at that. Nicely clipped, right? Nice and tight.
But then somebody has to maintain them.
Is that chamomile?
It is not.
That is a cool topiary though.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a daisy maybe?
Yeah, kind of.
So cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Has nice shape.
Agathanum Vera Standard.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You're gonna put them in a pot?
Yeah.
Flanking a door or like
Yeah.
something. Really cool.
Like that's a great pot right there.
This one?
Love the
yeah,
pot,
yeah.
right? Go well.
Because it's been sitting
Flowering,
outside.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can't leave them outside over winter unless you flip it over or else
Yeah.
they crack, right? But
Yeah.
that looks real good. It has good patina on it.
Yeah. That's right. What are you getting?
I haven't found, well, you know, everything's going so fast and I've been so distracted looking and talking to people that I'm not picking anything up. So I'm going to miss out. But
Okay, and
you
leave
know,
it alone.
that's okay. Talk to me. I love it. You know how you can patina a terracotta pot a little faster? You can go to the garden center. Espoma sells a bag of garden lime.
Who does?
Espoma.
Yeah.
That is incredible. What is that?
It's a type of begonia.
Wow.
That's all I can tell you.
The foliage is crazy. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
So cool.
Interesting.
You know, I didn't know that they sold plant skid in a pre-made concentrate like this or a ready to spray, but this is another really good repellent for deer and rabbit. I've only ever seen it like this in a powder form, granular. another cool fern. Oh, look, it's an Isley fern. Alpine wood fern. It's pretty.
That's an Isley plant.
No, actually, it's an eared lady fern. I just got these, George. I ordered these, and they just came in. I have to see if with the right light conditions they get this light, because right now mine are more green, but they're also just starting to unfurl. That is real cool. It's called the eared lady fern. So mine currently have these little, this is what ferns look like when they're starting to unfurl. They have these little curls that come up from the base, really cool, and then they open up to these fronds. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Look at this succulent. Yeah, it's a sedum succulent. Really cool, like almost like a hens and chicks. But it looks fake, doesn't it?
It does.
It's so pretty. It's really cool. Here, look at this. They're like curls at the end. It's really interesting, right? Wow. It's wild. It almost looks like ribbon that you took and you curled with a scissor.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, I get a little overwhelmed because I want to look at everything before I decide what to buy, but the problem is when you go back, most of those things are gone because it's such a fast-paced environment, and everyone that comes here seems like they know what they're going for, right? Where I just kind of want to browse and shop at my leisure, and you can't do that with this type of sale. George, I found the monster truck of gorilla carts. Look at this. That's wild.
Came from the house, I have to walk up here.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's like the monster truck version. It's great. Oh yeah, that's true. Right, George, to attach to the tractor.
So cool.
Awesome. Oh, that's pretty. Tempo Coral Geum. It's very similar to my Mai Tai. I love geum so much. Such a pretty spring bloomer.
It's Connecticut.
Okay.
But
And
it hasn't come back yet?
so I never got around to planting it. I healed it in last year in my raised bed garden, and I don't see any signs of growth yet, so I don't know that it made it. We had a tough
They're
winter.
kinda late.
They are? Okay.
Yeah,
So it might
but-
break dormancy, but I'm
but,
tempted to get this one because it's real pretty.
Yeah, they are, it's a fabulous plant.
Sun King Aurelia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just makes every other garden, everything else just pops.
Cool.
with
What is the
this.
name of your radio show?
It's called The Garden Show and Home. It's on
The Garden Show-
98.1 FM.
Okay.
And I podcast, so you can
Nice. I'm going to check it out.
But yeah, my whole show this week was on foliage. When you buy a plant,
Yes.
look at the leaves.
That's right. So important because long after the flowers fade,
Yeah.
you're left with the foliage.
And these,
I agree.
I have these in the garden where I work, and I have 3 of them. And it's like a rhythm, and your eye just goes.
That's right.
It's like you're dancing.
Rhythm and repetition.
Yeah.
I agree. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Thank you. What was your name?
Sally.
Sally, it was nice to meet you. I'm Steph.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I wonder if this one is red foliage all the time.
I don't think so.
No, you think it's just maybe, well, it's called bronze peacock, but who knows?
Yeah, and it looks like it's got a smaller leaf than the regular rosacea.
I know, huh? And I wonder how tall it gets. Because the other one I have gets pretty tall.
Yeah, mine gets like this, and the leaves are like.
Yes, they're huge, really pretty. But I saw that one.
Two really good.
I know, right? And even side by side, they complement each other because of the spring color has this red.
Yeah.
It looks pretty. So cute. This is kind of cool. What is this? Ah, look at this. The color draws you in. I'm not sure what it is. It says
Looks very tropical.
Abuleton Victor Ryder. It does look tropical. This is definitely something that you would have to overwinter if you wanted to keep it going. So cute.
Probably could. I've got my plastic bag too.
I'm gonna grab this, I think. It's a baby plant of Lychnis carnea. It has these really pretty kind of salmon and light pink blooms. Reminds me very much of the shrub that I have that's getting ready to bloom right now. The Spice Cowboy. I forget the name of it, but
It gets 3 to 4 feet tall.
yeah,
That's big.
I know. Not that tall. waist high. Depends whose waist, right? Viburnum is what I was trying to say, that this looks like the blooms on my viburnum that's in bloom right now. They have this Kiss Me Over the Garden Gate. Has these little droopy pink flowers. This is an annual. I think that these two are annuals and this one might be a perennial.
Yeah. Yep,
Cool.
Exactly. And they're all $6.50, so it's going to be $19.50. Oh wait. No, I don't have.
Don't need it. Thank you so much. So my friend Maureen and I, who I think you've seen Maureen on the channel a couple of times before, we had gone to a nursery and they had this plant. Actually, we've seen it on a couple of occasions in Little Compton at Peckham's and also at the Farmer's Daughter in Rhode Island. And it's the hairy balls tree, or plant rather, and it has these fuzzy blooms. And I'm going to grow this one for fun this year. It is $7 for this annual, but I think that'll be a fun one to grow. Well, there's a really good turnout here. I ended up with a couple of things. I really wanted that fireworks Solomon seal, but I don't have a good spot for it without it getting eaten by the deer, so I had to pass. Instead, I did pick up 3 annuals. So I have here the Kiss Me Over the Garden Gate, which is this one with the variegated foliage. I also picked up the hyacinth bean vine, which I've wanted to grow and never have, so I'm going to give it a go this year. It has really pretty dark foliage and pink purple flowers. And this is also that annual, the hairy balloons or hairy balls that I'm going to grow for fun. And then the Lickness that had those clusters of like salmon pink shade of flowers, which this one is a perennial, so I'm going to find a home for that one. But all in all, a great turnout, lots of carts full of plants, lots of puppies, music, and tons of plants people. So all in all, a great morning. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I'll catch you in the next one.